Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here with Quincy University men's volleyball head coach Hadley Foster. Thank you for joining us today, Hadley. Your 2012 season starts off next season with a road trip. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Pretty excited to go out and play a couple of teams that we haven't played before. Mount Olive was the top team in the conference, so we're kind of excited to get to play them, plus one of our Joe Sokol's younger brothers on that team, so we got a little family connection there.
Really, that'll be nice.
And then we get to play King again, who really good competition. We played them last year, and it was a very good match. So, and Eastern Mennonite, I don't know anything about them, but it's always nice to play somebody you haven't played before.
Speaking of last year, 22-14 last year, remarkable season, great finish, a lot of highlights. Can you talk a little about that? Going into the MIVA tournament, picking up that big win, outstanding year.
Oh, we had a lot of guys that have played a lot of matches that are juniors and seniors last year, and had great leaders with Kyle Volstat and Tanner Wright. They held everything together, and then our juniors were solid. So we got hot at the right time, and caught a few breaks here and there. That's how volleyball works. When you get hot at the right time, good things happen.
Speaking of being hot at the end of last year, as a coach, is that something that you try and focus on coming into the new season? Do you try and carry momentum over, or do you start from scratch?
We start from scratch. We have to replace Tanner and Kyle, and that's not an easy thing to do. And we're doing it with, a couple of freshmen and possibly Matt Bronson, who was out for a year with a torn ACL. So he's starting over from scratch too. So those are big shoes to fill, and we'll just have to adjust the way we do things and try to make it work.
Speaking of filling those shoes, are there any top newcomers that you're looking forward to help fill those?
We have young player Christopher Horth from Denmark, who's just got here, and we also have John Pranger, freshman from Edwardsville, who has a lot of talent. We're hoping to get these two guys to contribute, and then we also have a lot of younger players that are just been working very hard and trying to get to where they can contribute also. So,
as you mentioned, your team has a little international flavor. Also from California, all over the place. You've had players from all over in your time here. How do you go about recruiting those type of players?
Any way you can. We use the internet. We use going to tournaments. We'll try anything we can, and then we try to find guys that fit the university, and that's the key. They have to fit what the mission is at Quincy and what we want here, and then they'll stay, and we can develop them into better players over the course of 4 years.
And then finally, some of the top players that you've recruited had outstanding years last year, like Steve Battaglia, Andrew. Are you looking for those guys to raise their level even more this year?
I think we're looking at them they're going to get better just over the course of time, but we want them to maintain a high level of performance and just keep working at it. I don't want to put any undue pressure on them. They're going to do what they do, and hopefully they'll set a good example for the other new players and the younger guys, and we'll just keep getting better. It's a process.
All right, Coach Foster, thank you for your time, and good luck in the 2012 season.
Thank you.